So there are good people everywhere. Thank you. Come. This is our, thank you. That's my part. So this is Dr. Wayne Edwards. He's a good friend of ISPaD, good friend. So he has come all the way from Provini, from our campus. He's a vice president for student affairs. He calls himself interim, I call regular, vice president for student affairs. So, Dr. Edwards.
Okay, thank you. Do I need this? I don't need this, do I? Yeah?
You have a good voice.
Yeah, I have things like this. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Dastadar for asking me to come and say a few words to you. I've had the pleasure of knowing him now. It's hard to believe, but we're closing in on 20 years. I was at Old Westbury for about 10 years, then I left for 6. And in March of this year, I was asked to come back. So I'm back now, so we're getting close to 20 years. So I thank you for asking me to come today, and it's a pleasure meeting your lovely wife and your son, who I know has his own history with Old Westbury, right? And it's great to see Laura and others from the college here. So what I would like to say is, it's interesting as I sit here and I listen, and you know, we hear about suffering, and we know that suffering, of course, is very personal to those who are suffering. But one thing about suffering on a universal scale, we all have suffered in different ways. So I'm so happy to hear that the conference, the ISPaD conference, has been taking place at Old Westbury and will again, because Old Westbury has one of the most diverse student populations, and certainly in the Northeast, and we were recently recognized as one of the most diverse in the country. So I say that because when we invite students to the conference, no matter where they're from, no matter their ethnicity, their race, their country of origin, they get something from the conference because some of the themes are universal. Okay? So everybody gets something from the conference. So it's a wonderful thing to have the conference out at the college, and we welcome, this is 5th year now?
Yeah.
5th year, wow. It's amazing, and it's my first one, so I'm extra excited, because now I can say not only have I heard about it, but I've participated and witnessed it. So I look forward to that. So I bring you greetings from our president, Dr. Calvin O. Butts III, who could not be here, but he sends his greetings, and I share his greetings with all of you. Again, I thank you so much for asking me to come. And I'm happy to be here. As Dr. Dastadar can probably tell you, or any married man in the room can tell you, you know, the key to a happy life is a happy wife. And I did make previous plans with my wife. Our daughter's in town. We don't get to see her that much, but she is in town, so we had made previous plans. So if you see me kind of slip out, you know, I'm trying to keep my life happy. But I do thank you so much. This is wonderful. I look forward to meeting all of you, I hope at the conference, and seeing you there, and having a chance to speak with you one-on-one when we have that opportunity. Okay, so thank you.
But to be happy, you want us to be happy too.
Yes.
So, as our Indian or Bengali saying, you are never supposed to leave empty stomach, even if you have full stomach. So at least take some snacks when you go.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave now.
Don't leave.
Well,
But she has to go.
Just give it
It's okay.
temporarily.
Okay, thank you.